Welcome and welcome back to the Metro Icon episode, here to bring you a very, very fun one. And before I go into that, y'all, I got to let you know what's going on. You know that the Library Bar is a full resident spot to catch me at every single week. Last night, we actually did our live podcast party on Air Don't Care. Me and my guy, Blue Label Johnny, alongside with Jason Dyer of Deep Video Live, lay down an explosive dynamic in a live interaction show. We had incredible people that came on. And of course, you know that it flips off. So usually it's on the first and third Tuesdays. We had to flip it to a Wednesday, but you guys always obviously check the socials in case we do switch it up. Next week, I'll be back at the Library Bar on Tuesday running the karaoke and open mic sometimes. A little bit of a flip right now because, you know, it's mostly karaoke with a little open mic in between. So make sure you guys know, because you know Library Bar, I'm always there every single week. But of course, you know that I got various shows I'm doing all around DFW, from comedy to DJing. Tonight, I'm super excited. I'm actually going to be at the Brownout show at Dallas Comedy Club, hosted by Sri Raj. This is one of the first comedy shows I watched when I started doing comedy. So I'm super honored to be on this lineup with some fire Brown comedians. Then Friday, I'll be at the Library Bar DJing from 10 to 12. So if you guys, or sorry, 10 to 2, I should say that, 10 to 2 a.m. But of course, just follow me on my Instagram, Shawn Kay Do It All, to get the announcements of upcoming shows and events to check out. And of course, these episodes would be nothing without our incredible sponsors, starting with InsiderCloth.com, which is the last microfiber cloth you will ever need. You have you know the habits of using your general fabrics to be able to like clean off your cell phone screens, your glasses, and all that, but you actually can lessen the quality and visibility of those surfaces. With Insider Cloth, it's that innovative solution to keep that habit going. It's so easy to apply. You just peel off the back, put it on your clothes, iron on, and you're good to go. And it's good, machine washable, safe, that will stay on your clothes. So if you go to InsiderCloth.com, apply the promo code DIACLOTH, that's DIACLOTH, to receive 10% off your next order. Again, InsiderCloth.com. Apply the promo code DIACLOTH to receive 10% off your next order. It is the last microfiber cloth you will ever need. And then, of course, I got to talk about my boy Teddy Johnson of DNK Contracting, the do-it-all of contract work. Y'all, if you saw what our fence looked like in the backyard before, he just redid the entire fence work himself. And everyone who's been coming through has been complimenting how amazing it looks. But this guy does everything from roofs to bathroom installations, everything on the outside to get your job done, whether it is for the home restoration project or you have an insurance claim to file. This guy is also amazing at working with any of your insurance providers to be able to get you the best return result. Trust me when I say just get a free consultation and talk to him, and email him at Teddy J, that's Teddy J, Teddy, j.dkcontracting@gmail.com. Hit him up, let him know what you got to get done, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed, all right? And then, of course, whether it's your next live event or your next live media production, I'm your one-stop event shop, yo. Hit up Do It All Entertainment for your next live event, and DIA Media for your next media package. You can get fully covered on all fronts, and you can get up to $150 off your contract package. So we have a lot of businesses that are hitting us up once they've seen our full production setup with our podcasts and live podcast shows and all that. So once again, Do It All Entertainment for your next live event, or DIA Media for your next media production. This is a very long-awaited episode. The last 2 weeks, we had our two fill-ins, Anthony Ramos and then George Red Speaks, that came in to fill in for Steady Eddie, who could not show up. But finally, of course, on Eddie's terms, he finally showed up for an episode. We got it squared and we got it set up. And you guys have to see this dynamic, because I have a very specific relationship with Steady Eddie. Got a lot of love for this dude, but he also drives me nuts, and we also have a very, very fun dynamic. So go ahead and turn your speakers up, get live. This is a very fun, exciting, and entertaining episode with very funny DFW comedian Steady Eddie.
You can do it all. You can.
Do it all, baby.
Now, before we begin, I just want to let you just tell this guest right here, I would appreciate if you didn't interrupt me when I am going through my intros and all that kind of stuff. because I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel with this episode because it's finally here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Metro Icon Podcast. You know what we do? We talk about the world of entertainment and media and the icons that live in it. And man, that last sentence is a stretch and a half to say. Because I don't know if I can call this guy an icon. I can talk about how about we talk about the world of entertainment and media and the headaches that live in it. And we got one major headache that finally showed up, ladies and gentlemen. A man prominently known around the DFW scene, very, very funny comedian, but a terrible, terrible affiliate and friend. But for some reason, we just can't quit each other. It just keeps happening. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, finally, he showed up for a pod session. I got steady Eddie Trevino in the house.
As soon as you said, "Don't interrupt you," somehow I just felt the need. Like
I know you did.
I was hurting inside.
Because you're an antagonist, bro.
No, what you asked me.
You are an
antagonizer. The way you
antagonizer.
asked is you were actually wanting me to interrupt.
I wanted you?
That's what I felt.
No, I was expecting you to interrupt.
This is where
and I wanted you to just fucking let me say my piece.
And I feel like you wanted me to just still do it.
No, I expected you to interrupt because that's what you do, bro. Even when I go on my comedy sets, dude, you can't help it.
That's not true. I mean, I think I've proven otherwise just right now.
Yeah, I have the lives to prove it. I definitely have lives to prove it.
I did not
You can't
interrupt.
You can very, very much interrupt, and you do interrupt. But Eddie Trevino finally, this was, by the way, an unscheduled episode. We did not plan to have this episode recorded today. And like last week, Eddie just calls me and he's like, "Hey, I'm on the way, bro. I'm gonna be there pretty soon, all right?" And I'm like, "Bro, I got shit to do." "Nah, man, you can't go. I'm gonna be there pretty soon, so you gotta make sure you have the drinks for me. You said you had that drink."
See, now.
And then he forced me to pour him a drink last week. Forced him to pour him a drink on an uninvited visit to my house. And I told him that I had drinks ready for him. And I had tequila and all that for his pod session. And not one, but 2 sessions he did not show up for.
Look, I got one question for you.
Well, okay.
You got people watching this, right? And they watch your podcast?
Yeah.
Why do you choose to deceive them right now? Like,
Deceive?
why are we just so
Deceive.
misleading in that whole scenario? I did not demand
Listen,
drinks.
bro, if anybody who's watching this podcast episode knows for sure is you can't trust a dude wearing sunglasses indoors.
I can explain it.
I
can
just
explain myself.
You can, why? Because it makes no sense to me.
I know.
You think your future looks bright or something? What is this?
Hell no, I'm not corny like that. But I do want to explain myself. I know how I feel when people wear shades inside. There's 2 things, actually. One, I had a long night last night. It's pretty bright in here.
You had a fun night, though.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a fun
great
night.
And number 2,
I will give you credit that you actually did a good job hosting Balcony Club.
actually, I do good jobs, bro.
Yeah, man, that's the
what I
first job
do.
that I've seen. I mean, the only jobs I know for you to just show up, you failed on 2 different accounts, and then you on unaccounted events. Yeah, like you just showing up when you damn pleased. That you definitely
Well, I mean,
do that well too.
we are our own human beings.
Mm-hmm.
We are in charge of our own tasks and decisions.
Absolutely.
And I think I was just a little bit more in charge of mine.
Yeah, damn
There's
sure.
nothing wrong with that. You know
I
what
guess
mean?
not.
There's nothing wrong with it.
But I mean, it is. It's a little disrespectful, dude, to the other part.
It's not disrespectful.
Dude,
No,
so
it's not.
it is so fucking
For someone to
disrespectful.
give you their time,
Exactly.
that's a lot.
Exactly.
I gave you my time.
I freaking was giving you my time, welcoming you in my home, and you didn't fucking show up when
Well,
you
see,
said
you
would.
making decisions when we're already fucking drunk.
No.
doing karaoke.
You were drunk. You
We
were
were
drunk,
both.
Eddie. But
Oh no,
here's-
yeah, you were probably sober.
No, I was. Yeah, I mean, I had maybe a little
Okay.
buzz, but I don't get drunk. All right, but that's your
Right.
problem.
I was fucked up.
But here's the thing. The first one, I was like, all right, whatever, bullshit aside. It's like he didn't, I got called into work, bro. Like it was.
That was pretty solid.
I
That
mean-
was a solid excuse.
Okay, fine, whatever. But then you initiated the second week. And you're like, yo, tomorrow.
Same
we
scenario
doing it.
too. Same scenario too. Actually, we agreed the same. We made the same decision at the same place under the same circumstances.
Bro, you initiated it.
I know. I did.
In
just
full,
like,
in
just
full
like I did
unslurred consciousness, okay?
But I did-
You fucking initiated it.
But I did.
I just don't know how many shots you took after we confirmed that. And that
No,
and
it was probably the same amount as last time.
No, I don't know, dude. Either way, this guy last week. I mean, luckily George filled in and stuff, and so his episode will have. And I'll play Anthony's, George, and then it'll be yours.
Yeah, I did
up.
give you a heads up though that I wasn't gonna make it.
After I texted you.
See why?
I texted you, I have the receipts, Eddie.
Okay, look.
I have the receipts, and
All
I
right.
texted you, bro. I texted you, and
started-
10 minutes later, okay, I texted you about like an hour and 20 minutes before you were supposed to be here. You said 1 p.m. again. 1 p.m., bro. I'll be there. I got you. I texted you like an hour and 20 minutes, and then 10 minutes later, you call me, and you're like, I'm too hungover, bro. Man,
That's
just
another
woke
great
up.
excuse. That's
Yeah.
a good excuse.
No, it's a terrible excuse, bro.
That's a great excuse.
Fucking rack up and man up and show up. That's what I do. That's what I
was,
do.
I was hungover.
I ain't gonna let no
I look
fucking
like shit.
pussy hangover fucking stop me from doing a job. All right.
It was a real hard. It was more than a pussy hangover.
Yeah. Well,
It
you
was
know.
it was like a fucking Black Mamba hangover. You know?
Yeah. So you feeling good today?
It was so bad I had to call
a Black
you about
Mamba hangover? He don't have hangovers. Black Mamba. Kobe didn't go out drinking
it. I
at
mean,
night,
like
dude.
like a
Kobe didn't go out drinking. This man would be up to go to the gym when like his other teammates were coming back from going to the club.
Right, and just imagine the hangover that
Just
would
that
keep Kobe
bullshit
from doing that.
fucking statement that you just came out of your mouth is
think
just
about it.
testament of all the fucking nonsense
Think about
that
it.
fucking
Think
Eddie
about
says.
it. If Kobe had a hangover that made him not want to practice, that's the kind of hangover I had. No,
but that's not the case.
I couldn't do a podcast.
It's not the case.
Okay, look, I'm here now.
Yeah.
It seems like
yeah, and
all you want to do is talk about the
I
past.
shifted my entire day for you, Eddie. So just
Okay, so
all
I
ask,
should feel grateful, right?
100%. You should be fucking grateful, and you should have a little bit more respect.
That's something about these
for
foreign
my
people. They
time,
always want to
my
make people
home.
bow down.
Oh,
you know,
don't
like,
even
bow to
fucking-
me.
Fucking about these foreign people. This dude got like a little cocaine like stratus of fucking tahine for his drink
Bro,
and
if you
shit.
don't know
like
about
that.
this, bro.
Talk about
this is
these
Texas.
foreign people
This
up in
is
here.
Texas Latinos right here, bro.
Yeah, bro.
We keep it on us.
I do love tahine. I do love tahine though. I wouldn't put it in my bourbon, but I do love tahine. And the funny thing is that the last time you came unsolicited last week and shit, you're
Unsolicited.
like,
Look at that.
yeah.
We're supposed to be friends.
Did I invite you?
Yeah, you did.
I didn't, Eddie.
You didn't invite me?
Stop. No.
So I just invited myself to your house.
100%.
Just
You
walked in your house and started demanding shit.
No, you called me. You said, I'm on my way, bro. And I'm like, no, dude, I got to go. I got to hustle to go on. Nah, man, you got to chill. I'm going to be there in like 20 minutes.
So I kept you from hustling. Is that
Yeah,
what-
you did.
I think I did you a solid.
No, not at all. All right. First off, you came in here uninvited, not for a pod session, but just to waste time because you had shit to do in a couple hours.
Is this
and didn't
how
know
he
what to
treats
do.
all his guests?
No,
Like, he just
definitely
bashes-
not. Definitely not.
just shits
Call
on
it,
them?
Chop.
Definitively, the first episode that I have been executive producer upon that I've witnessed this type of exchange.
Tell him.
Usually he is giving high praise,
Dude.
giving flowers.
And this is the complete opposite of that.
Their
Complete.
accomplishments, their praises, what he
Oh my God.
admires about the individuals. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know, I
this is
actually-
really, this doesn't even feel like the Metro Icon.
It doesn't.
I actually appreciate this even more than.
Yeah.
I appreciate
This is a
more.
very special episode.
I don't want you to kiss my ass when I walk in here.
I would not dare to do so.
This is probably gonna be your
Even
best
on
episode.
Even on your best day.
This is probably gonna be your best episode.
Even on your best day, I wouldn't dare to do so, bro. But John, and I'll tell you, John is my he's my no bullshit partner in crime in this game. All right, we have like our other podcast show, On Air Don't Care. This guy is willing to give me the heat. He's willing to give me the reaction. But when he's willing, like one thing I know is that he will not lie, unless on Air Don't Care. He'll put some bullshit just to trigger me on Air Don't Care. But outside of that,
Entertainment purposes only.
yeah, but John is a no bullshit character. So he's absolutely correct. I usually have people on this show that I give a lot of accreditation and a lot of a lot of praise, and what I really try to do is get to know them. You,
I'm
on
glad
the
we're
other
not
hand,
doing that today.
you on the other hand, no, I do want to get to know you. I do want to get to know you because I need to find out what really is the catalyst and the premise of the mind of steady Eddie Trevino. That's what I really want to do. I want to map this out.
I think you're off to a rough start.
Oh, that only says you. But I will say this, and this is for real. I met Eddie through the comedy scene, and from the jump, I will say that it's always been 100 with you and I, where like, I think that you and I we kind of understood each other and our dynamic very, very like quickly. And ultimately it was kind of like, I feel like we were always testing each other, right? Like, and I think that because you've been in the comedy game for a minute, I think like, what, 8 years, 9 years?
11.
11 years. So I was pretty close with 7, 11. So, you know, but
Same thing. The numbers trigger.
yeah, it's a
I didn't
tricky
say
thing.
it, yeah.
It's a tricky thing.
I didn't say it today.
But let's,
I've said it before.
We
but
will
not
get
today.
we will get into all of Eddie's jokes about Indian people. We will
Oh, I can't
100%.
wait.
We will 100% get into
That's
that.
gonna
But
be 100.
But Eddie's been in the comedy game for a good minute. He's established himself. He's worked with a lot of prominent artists and been on some very, very big shows. And he's still holding it down in the comedy scene, and that's something I always respected. He's a very, very talented comedian. I've always told you that you're a very funny comedian, and I
Can't deny it. That's why. You can't
Shut the
fucking deny it.
fuck up, dude. Just let me fucking say my piece.
Okay.
And before
This
you
is another
fucking-
part where I can't interrupt.
Yeah, don't fight. That was not just an intro. That was part of the whole episode.
Gotcha,
all right,
I'm
just
sorry.
don't interrupt me. All right.
Edit that out.
You
You
just
can edit that.
no, we're not. This is an unsolicited. This is we don't really edit out our content on this
Except when somebody says something that potentially would get them in trouble.
Yeah. Like
Oh shit.
that can ruin like a corporate deal. If it can ruin a corporate deal, we'll take that bitch out. You know. But
listen, on here don't care is I welcome that type of content. Like, you know, I encourage people to ruin their lives on here don't care. Here he likes the people that play it.
yeah. But like with Eddie, you know, me and him have always tested each other in our social dynamic. We are always kind of coming at each other. We even come at each other live on stage. But ultimately, I even put you on my show, and that was not a mistake. You know, I put you on my show. You did a great job, and I knew you were going to do a great job. And but ultimately, I call him my favorite asshole in DFW, 100%. You know, he is.
I'm not an asshole.
Oh, dude.
I'm a great fucking guy.
Do you remember what you talked to me?
I am
you
a
probably
great
don't.
human being.
You probably don't. Let me tell you what you told me at Twilight Lounge last Thursday, okay? And this was after you confirmed.
Is it gonna be like the truth though?
This is the absolute truth.
Okay, we'll see.
This is the absolute truth because you looked me in the eyes and you said this. And this was outside. I can tell you exactly where we were. We were outside on the patio. We were smoking a cigarette, and we were in the corner, right next to the door, just to the right of the door. If you go out to the patio, on that patio deck, all right. And you looked me in the eyes, and you had this moment. You're like, "Hey, man, for real, bro. I think I'm an asshole, dude. I think I'm an asshole."
That doesn't even sound like me.
And I looked you dead in
That
the
don't even
eyes.
sound like me, bro.
I looked you dead in the eyes and I said, "Oh, really? Really, dude?"
That sound like a Chicano gangster about to tell you he's gonna be gay or something. Like,
What
man,
are people hearing
I don't
on?
know,
What are
but,
people coming out the microphone right now, bro? Hey, yeah,
I'm
that
a
sounds like
homo.
some Chicano, the gangster, bro. That's not like me, dog.
Nah, I don't say. I would never call myself an asshole.
Dude,
Never, bro.
dude.
I take care of my people.
All right, you know what? I'm
I'm a
gonna
good
get. If I had Mike Opria, because he was there as well. But you,
Hey, actually,
literally said-
since we're on the topic, what have you done for your girl for Valentine's? Today is Valentine's.
I made a really nice post.
You made a nice post.
I really made really.
See,
I said,
that's an
I said,
asshole,
babe,
bro.
what's your favorite
That's an
pictures of
asshole.
us together? And she sent me 4 pictures. I posted all 4 and made a really, really nice post.
I went to my girl's job before I came here. And
My
dropped
girl's
her
not
off a
here though. My
dozen
girl's
roses.
coming here on Thursday night.
I gave her a dozen roses.
Good
and,
job.
You know, all her coworkers were
Yeah.
like, "Oh," and I was like, "Please." And then, and then I went to her office, dropped them off, gave her a kiss, told her Happy Valentine's. That's how you do it.
Yeah,
That's
but
not
my
an
girl's
asshole.
not here.
That's not.
My girl's not here, and she's
You
coming
got
here.
Amazon. You got Amazon. They can write a
They don't
gift.
got flowers
They
on
can write-
Amazon. But here's the thing: me and my girl got me and my
They do,
girl
right?
me and my girl got an understanding with each other. And plus, since she's coming here this weekend, we're celebrating both of us together when we're face to face. You know, but my girl is not. You know, she's not super high maintenance. She doesn't care about gifts.
See.
She loves it when she gets it. She loves it when she gets it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter if I like don't show up for a gift. She cares more about the gesture of showing that how much she means to me. And
Don't you
I showed that
want
to
her to
about-
feel like whatever when she appreciates it? Don't you want her to feel that?
Yeah, she feels it
lot.
all the time. She feels it. She feels it every day outside of Valentine's Day. That's actually how she, you know, that's our relationship. Is that I actually work to show her how much I care about her on the days that are not Valentine's Day. That's what I do.
So do I still sound like an asshole?
Yeah, 100%. Because I know damn well,
Wow.
you only wait.
Fucking wow.
You buy a dozen roses one time a year. That's Valentine's Day.
Actually, last year I bought her roses, her mother roses, and I think her sister some roses. And
On Valentine's Day?
yeah, because it was the first time I met her family, and it was around around that time, and then Valentine's Day came around, and I took care of all the women.
You know, I will say though,
and
it
their
is
family.
it's a little something though that you did show up on Valentine's Day to record your podcast episode. There is a little something there, and there's an underlying piece right there that this truly shows how much Eddie actually loves me. Like he really, really does. He does care about this relationship.
I think you're misleading your
He
followers
cares about this
again.
relationship. You know, no homo, but like he definitely cares about this relationship and appreciates me as a human being in his life.
Is that what you want to be
No,
the truth?
this is what you've shown me, bro. This is what's so evident, dog. It's so evident.
I can speak for myself.
Go ahead.
And I just do want to say that a lot of people have been telling me I need to put out more content. So
that's why you're here?
that's reason number one.
And reason number one? I can respect that.
Number
Okay.
two, it is Valentine's Day. You were at the mic last night. I gave you a pretty good spot too, by the way. And I don't know. I just want to keep some kind of momentum going.
Yeah.
When it comes to like doing stuff, when it comes to comedy and putting myself out there. So you can say that's number two. Number three, I had nothing else to do. And number four, let's just stick with the three. Fuck it.
Okay, yeah.
But it has nothing to do with
It's hard.
how
it's,
I
it's
love you.
Counting is
and
hard. I
all
know
this
counting
other
is very,
stuff,
very
you know what I
hard.
mean?
But yeah.
I'm here. And
But here's one thing I do know about you, Eddie, is that you wouldn't just give your time to anybody for nothing.
exactly, my time should be appreciated.
Yeah.
A lot more than what's going on today.
Hey, you know what? Hey,
What?
thanks for showing up.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Hey, you know what? Let's cheers together that you finally made it. You finally made it, Eddie. Cheers to John that he's put his spicy red curry to the side. What was it? What are you making tonight? Red
Well,
curry
I think
chicken?
Because Black coming over, I'm probably gonna make Philly cheesesteaks. It's easier for
Damn. What a dynamic shift. But see, that's a consideration of a friend right
Philly
there.
cheesesteaks.
Philly cheesesteaks. John, I mean, this dude, let me tell you something, bro. Last week when we did On Air Don't Care, we did the full episode. This guy is an amazing artist. Like, I'm not talking about like digital graphics or animation art, whatever. This guy paints. Like, he used to do he straight up paints, but he will do like t-shirt like painted graphics and stuff. Like old school, like you remember those like ice cream paint job, like when they had like the fucking H10.
row?
Huh?
Hey, that's a person. That's a
Clean on the inside.
Is that personal?
Clean
Ice
on the
cream paint
outside.
job video. That's
Yeah, I know.
personal to me.
That's personal to you. Well, I mean, I was saying as a reference point, but yes, personal trigger of John. But I mean, so during the entire episode, he got a shirt and he pretty much painted while doing the episode, and we were doing interviews and stuff. He painted like a live library bar like custom like graphic shirt for the venue. And so I was
nice.
like, it was so impressive, man, because like watching him watching his creative process and him doing it, I didn't know what to expect. I've never seen him. I've seen results, but I've never seen him paint like or live or anything like
But
that.
you can do it. You can do it all, right? You can do it too.
Damn.
Ain't that your name?
Damn.
I saw in the back of your car. It's like
Damn.
Mr. Do It All or something
Damn.
like that.
Yeah.
The Showman.
Yeah.
His sexually oriented business.
Sexually oriented. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You could do it all in
That's
the
right.
bedroom.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
The
I
Showman.
don't do yoga, but when the time comes, my body just flexes into different positions that
But I'm still be in the air though. No,
yeah.
I could
But
do
as an artist, no, I do not got that gene.
I do imagine you shaving your head and like dancing to Rihanna and shit. Like work.
Oh, you didn't see me? I was one of the sperm dancers actually at the Super Bowl.
Oh,
You
that's
didn't see
right.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys all look alike. Though.
I was one of I played one of ASAP Rocky's sperm that was making its way to the embryo. You know, so
They made it ASAP.
he made it ASAP. That's right. But back to you. Back to you. You finally showed up. So this comedy journey, you said you've been doing it for 11 years. So, what was the journey like for you though when you first started? Like, let's talk about that first year in comedy when you first started.
man.
What was that like for you? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. I was a fucking idiot.
Surprising.
The creative stuff started getting more stronger, or like where I spent more time on creating. After I took improv classes, I took improv at the
Where'd you do improv?
Dallas Comedy House.
Oh, really? Oh, before it became Dallas Comedy Club?
Yeah, it was on Commerce at the time. It was a different building.
Second City graduate. That's why I got the plaque right there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and then it really opened my ears up to like listening to shit, like actually listening.
That's
and
100.
Hearing what the world around sounds like.
That's 100.
And it makes me good in conversations. Also, it helped me in conversations. But like social wise, it was pretty tough. I was a Mexican kid from Oak Cliff, and I worked a 9 to 5, and when I started doing stand up, it was in my 20s, and so I didn't know how to talk to white people, and that's the truth. I didn't know how to talk to white people.
It's a tough transition sometimes. Like
it's pretty tough. And improv, they always made me very gay or in a gay relationship when we were like improving. Which
why do you think they did that?
Push him out of his comfort.
Yeah.
Probably put me. Maybe they thought I was homophobic.
Yeah.
And they just put me there, and I played along. It was fun.
I would love to see that. I honestly want to just produce an improv show and put you on just to see what that dynamic.
But I learned the
would look
rules. I learned the rules.
Yeah,
I learned
man.
how to get them back. I know how to give them gifts.
Yeah,
some
yeah.
really good fun gifts.
Yeah.
And it was fun at the time. I remember our graduation show was pretty fun, and it was pretty dope. So yeah, social wise it was tough. Bombing was tough because I did a lot of that. Did a lot of fucking bombing.
In stand up.
Hell yeah, I bombed a lot. One time I was acting like I was Jesus, and for 5 minutes I didn't get no laughs, no noise.
Did you pronounce Jesus wrong?
No, I was pretending like I was back and I was in my body and Jesus was in my body, and I'm like, I'm here. I told you I was coming back. Here I am, and it was the worst fucking set of my life. I remember walking off the stage and hearing my footsteps, and then the host was like, "Give it up for Eddie one more time," like a pity clap. Like nobody still clapped. It was just like they were angry at me. And shit.
Yeah.
I walked to the bar with a red face. It was pretty shitty.
Yeah.
But I remember that. I remember those moments. It helped me start writing more because I thought, I can just go up there and wing it. But it helped me start writing more, owning my shit. Actually made me realize what kind of person I really was after you do it for a while.
Yeah.
And then it helps with the writing. It helps you in life, helps you in relationships. I mean,
Yeah.
comedy really fucking changed my life.
I believe that. Like, well, you touched on one thing, because I've preached before that. Like, I believe that stand up comedy is not for everybody, but I believe everybody should do improv comedy at least once in their life. They should just try it out and do it. When I did improv at Second City, like most of the people, they weren't entertainers. They weren't trying to become entertainers. They were people that worked all sorts of different professional, corporate, medical, law, whatever. And you pressed on something that like it made you a better listener, and I believe that because I remember I did an improv show and I did not yes and at all. Like somebody like literally opened the scene and I like had something imprinted in my mind that I thought was going to be so funny and like
Just like when we started the podcast.
shut the fuck up,
All right,
dude.
go ahead. Sorry. I interrupted.
Yeah, you did again. But like I just fucking lost my goddamn train of thought. Fucking Eddie, goddamn it.
But it wasn't important.
Well, I mean, improv.
You had something planned in your head.
It had something planned in my head, and when the girl opened the scene, like I came in trying to still make that idea work, but it went nothing off of what she said, and you can't do that like that. And so, like again, like that's what improv taught me the most. Literally, was actually listening and paying attention to my surroundings. And
just
being
play along.
and
Just
play along and adapt and really just work with whatever is given to you and saying yes to it and not trying to like change it to be like, oh no, I think this is funnier and whatever.
But the fun comes in with like if you're improving with someone that's been doing it for a while and you guys vibe, it can go pretty well. Like you guys can
Oh yeah.
get freaky creative.
Yeah.
And
have you ever done musical improv?
No,
I did that. So I think those were my most creative shows.
I'm in a musical on April 1st, actually.
Get out.
Yeah.
Well, for what's the
With
show?
with Hector Cifuente, he's the one that putting it together.
Oh, no shit.
It's
He
gonna
was
be
there
a-
last night, too.
we're
I didn't
doing-
know he can sing
We're
either.
doing a comedy show and then a musical.
What's the musical?
I have no idea. I don't know. He
It's
said
April 1st.
He got,
This is
yeah,
not
he got,
long
he got the
away.
script. He got the
Ooh,
script.
One take Tony.
Yeah, I know, right?
Nah, we could do it. I mean, I could do it. I mean, whatever it is, I can fucking do it.
I love it.
But
What's this musical called? Two Mexican guys trying to figure it out?
he approached me with this last week, so like he's still putting it together, but like he knows I'll be ready.
I mean, but this is a like he's writing the script. Like this is
Yeah.
a created. This is
Yeah,
not
I've
like
seen a lot of
you're not
stuff that-
redoing another musical in your
No.
own way. But okay,
So he has like a band. He has the whole musical thing gonna be on the same night, and also like a 2-people comedy show too. So like comedy, the
and
musical.
so it's just gonna be
with
you
the
and him.
band. No, I don't know. I don't know who else he got, but he asked me to be a part of it.
Oh, that's
So,
nice.
So yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah. Well, what I was saying, like, is like when I did my musical improv ones, those were my most creative shows because I literally impromptu at like a couple different scenes where it literally just was able to create a song on the fly, and it was like a musical format type of thing. And that kind of really tested my mettle, but it was like probably my most proudest improv performances. So, but I mean, I definitely look forward to whenever that show happens. I mean, I really want to see it happen because I would, if I'm not well, no, April 1st, I do have a gig, but because it's a Saturday. So it's my,
Yeah, I'm not gonna be in like no tights or anything though. I doubt. I don't think so.
yeah.
Yeah, because I wouldn't do it.
Well, thank the world for that.
Yo, you
Jesus.
gotta pay me to
don't-
be.
We
in-
definitely
I'll be
don't
in
want to show
tights,
the world
but
that.
you gotta pay me for that.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to. You don't want to. The world don't want to see that shit.
Put me in some Skims.
Yeah, it's one. It's one
the
thing.
beige
To,
ones.
it's one thing to bomb on stage, but the second you walk out, it's like, how can you be funny with Steady Eddie in tights? I just don't.
I think I can kill it though.
Yeah.
There's something about
I
it.
don't know. I can see it.
There's something
Yeah.
about it. Yeah, I can reach out. To,
Then
to
why
the
not, bro?
bulge, to
Why
the
not,
bulge.
bro? Set your standard strong. Then why don't you just go ahead and slip them on and see what happens?
I'm not thirsty yet.
Yeah.
If I was thirsty, I'll do that shit.
Career hasn't hasn't gone that far
No,
behind.
I'm doing okay with my personality right now.
Still says you, but you know, but,
See?
but you know, no, but here's the thing though, is that there's certain individuals that like, there's certain characters out there that like, I just personality wise, we just don't get along. And regardless of, you know, their talent or acumen or what they can deliver, it's just, I personally wouldn't work with them or couldn't, but it's not the case with you. It's just you and I have such a love-hate relationship.
You have a love-hate relationship.
You just love me? Is that what it is?
No, you. This is all you. This
This
is
is all
all
me?
how you feel.
This is all me?
Yeah.
You invoke so much shit in me, though.
No, I don't know.
You do. You don't.
Do I look like your father or something? Is that what it is?
Bit, actually,
For
to be
real?
honest with you, because I'll be real, and John probably can attest to this. When you did my show, the More to Go showcase, dude, like a lot of Indian people. When I said Eddie Trevino and you walked up, they were hella confused. Why is
He is the funniest Malayali comedian.
yeah? Well, this
we've
is the
ever
funniest
seen. Like,
Indian comedian next
yeah.
to Shawn Kay and Arun Rama and Rocky Deer that's coming
Hey,
up
I
here.
can change.
funnier than Sean.
But
He's the
last
funniest
name-
Indian comic that-
I can change race. I mean, it's allowed
Might be a
nowadays.
good career move.
Nah, I don't know.
Just become Indian.
No,
You did-
I
you-
allow it.
Trans race. He'll allow it.
Trans
Who would
race.
doubt it?
Yeah, exactly. Bordy.
Yeah.
If he could just
Finally.
get the accent right, like
Look at him.
Bordy.
I
Look
got
at him,
three
world.
uncles that look like him.
You did trim your mustache though a little bit.
I
That's
did.
where
It
you
was
went wrong.
thicker.
You definitely did trim your
You let
pretty
mustache.
that-
thick,
you let
'Cause
that
you
go
had-
below the
It does
lip.
hang.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's-
When you had
does
that,
hang.
you had
South
that
Indian.
like it was curling over that top lip like
I don't
so
know.
hard.
I
that-
gotta ask the Indian community. Would that be cool? And if they'll accept me, I'll fucking change. Fuck it.
Yeah, but I mean, you
Might as
know.
well.
Come
bro.
on, there's the differences between Hispanic and in South Indian communities. Very.
I mean,
very,
It's a small margin.
If they give me
Very
permission,
small.
I'll fucking do it. 'Cause
I
I'm
mean-
not just gonna be like try
I
to
mean,
mislead
come on,
them.
let's be real, dude.
I mean,
do you
man.
really typically say things with permission? No.
Well, that to change, I've never done this before, but I know it's allowed nowadays because why not? You gotta respect it, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think that I think you can say something like with love behind it, where you have respect for like maybe another class, race, whatever it is, but ultimately, but people know that when your intentions are negative. But
Well, I mean, if I'm perceived all the time as an Indian man and I just play along, I mean, I think that's allowed.
yeah, well,
Right.
You don't come out and say it, yeah.
I guess it depends on the crowd too.
It's allowed.
But you didn't say any Indian jokes at my More to Go showcase. Even you've done it before, but you didn't really say any
everybody
Indian
thought
jokes.
they were all Indian jokes because they thought he was Indian.
Yeah, that's the Indian joke.
Not really.
The Don Julio Trompas.
Just like if a Hispanic
from
does
an Indian.
jokes are automatically Hispanic jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do Indian jokes because you're Indian.
Yeah.
Indian.
But
Exactly.
honestly, I don't really know much about the Indian culture.
For sure.
I
You know
don't.
more than you think you do because there's very little difference.
Well, see, I don't really know much
Between
about a lot of
Hispanic and
cultures
Indian
actually. That's not black or white. I think I learned more about the black and white culture growing up in my environment more than
And
I did my own.
you're Dallas born and raised, right?
Oak Cliff, yeah.
Yeah, Oak Cliff. Man, what a
I'm
scene.
a similar Indian to you. As well.
What a scene, Oak
I
Cliff.
didn't have a very big root to my Indian culture.
Right.
I know more about black. Hispanic,
Well, it's also
and
the
white culture
education
than-
too. The education didn't really teach us about anything.
Yeah.
Our parents are already
I
they were
grew
too
up with
busy
some
trying to survive and raise kids. So it was that fast, hey, get in line kind of lifestyle. And yeah, I didn't really know much. A lot of people, when I tell them that, I was like, well, read a book or start learning. But like, it sounds so demanding. Like, why? I've been making.
You tell somebody to read a
I've
book.
been making it so far. Like, I don't have to learn about your culture right now.
I feel like if you, I feel like if you tell somebody to read a book, the only response is you read a book.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I tell people I don't know much about the culture. I admit to it. Now, like, this is true, and they're like, well, you need to learn.
That makes it all okay.
You need to learn. I'm like, fuck you. I'm trying to learn that shit right now. I'll learn later. If life teaches me, I'll fucking learn it. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go willingly just because you suggest that I should fucking learn more. Like, okay, maybe I should, but fuck, I don't give a shit right now.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, what more can you expect?
What am I gonna do? Read? Be like, oh my god, I didn't know that they danced, or like, you know what I mean, or what this dance was for,
danced.
or like, oh, this the type of food they eat. Like, this is like, what the fuck? Why? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna tell my kids it's important to learn the Indian culture. Like, what the fuck? Why? Why do I need to tell my kids that? I don't fucking need to tell them that. Why do they need to tell me that?
Yeah, I think anybody out in the world should know that if you're gonna try and tell Eddie that he needs to kick up his education on any kind of subject, he's just gonna respond with, "I got shit to do."
Yeah,
bro."
who are you to tell someone to learn something? We all still learning on our own way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. No one's gonna ever achieve a mastery in life and everything out there and stuff. But motherfuckers.
How
will
much
try.
time do you think I have just to be like sitting around looking at Wikipedia? I probably do have a lot of time.
You do have a lot of time. You choose not to, bro.
Yeah,
you
I
definitely
choose
choose
not
not
to.
to.
I
You definitely
I
choose
choose
not
to do other cool shit with my life. It's like, somebody
like fucking interrupt my days and
somebody
shit.
eating. Yeah. That's some pretty dope shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
2 p.m.
Yeah. Speaking of interruptions, what we're going to do is we're going to take a small break right now so you guys can go ahead and take advantage of all these amazing offers from our sponsors. And we'll come back with our next segment with our guy, Steady Eddie Trevino.
Don't turn that dial.
Is there dials that they use?
I don't know.
Yo, I got to take a second real quick to tell you about our sponsors that we have here for the Metro Icon podcast, starting with Insider Cloth. Now, Insider Cloth, y'all, is an innovative application to bring more clarity to all your everyday glass, screens, and professional lenses where you won't have to worry about forgetting that microfiber cloth to get the job done. Insider Cloth is an iron-pressed microfiber cloth to apply to any of your clothes or professional wear, which resides on the inside of your apparel. Now, your general fabrics can actually create micro abrasions to your glass surfaces, and over time, it actually will reduce the clarity and visibility to your glasses, cell phone, or other glass product or screens. It's super easy to apply and can be added on the inside of your common wear or even the specialty wear like your men's ties or pocket squares. Now, go to insidercloth.com and apply the promo code DIACLOTH. That's DIACLOTH to get 10% off your next order. And I promise you, y'all, Insider Cloth is the last microfiber cloth you will ever need. And now for all those homeowners out there, Whether you need to get a new roof or you have a home restoration project you need to get done, y'all got to hit up my guy Teddy Johnson of DNK Contracting. He is the most elite choice of all your commercial or residential contract needs. Teddy Johnson has been proudly serving DFW and providing all roofing style needs, as well as gutter and siding installation, custom metalwork, kitchen and bathroom remodels, fence building, window replacements, and so much more. And especially when dealing with those tedious insurance claims, Teddy Johnson provides the most outstanding quality of work and customer service you won't receive anywhere else. You got to email him now at teddyj.dkcontracting@gmail.com. Get a free consultation on your next home restoration project or home repair. And of course, y'all, you know I got to talk about my businesses. Do It All Entertainment. For anyone looking to amplify their next live event, whether it's a corporate event, conference, or that special wedding celebration with your loved ones. Do It All Entertainment brings the highest and most dynamic performance entertainment with top quality audio and visuals. There's literally no limit to what we can provide and can be accomplished at your next event. So visit us at doitallive.com or email us at info@doitallentertainment.com. Mention the Metro Icon podcast to get a unique offer on your next event package. Then, of course, we have DIA Media for your go-to media production and creative consultation needs. If you're looking to amplify your business or brand visual promotions and trying to start a podcast of your own, reach out to DIA Media through our Facebook page and mention the Metro Icon podcast to get a special offer on your production needs. Yo, now I gotta tell you about my number one spot in all of Fort Worth. This is the Library Bar FTW. It's the most unique bar and entertainment venue located in downtown Fort Worth, Texas. From its chic library ambience, multi-level beercade gaming space, you can find the most dynamic events and party atmosphere you will not find anywhere else. And it's always the spot you can catch me at. Check out the Library Bar at 611 Houston Street, right at the center of downtown Fort Worth, and get everything you could ever want on your night out.
Hey, what it is, what it do? It's your boy Blue Label Johnny, giving you the Blue Label Weekend Itinerary. On Friday nights, you can catch me with the lovely staff of Hooters Grand Prairie, kicking off the weekend in style. And on Saturday nights, the party's going down. I'm busting out the karaoke. I'm at Eagles Point in Saginaw. And on Sunday, to close out the weekend, you can catch me in downtown Fort Worth at the Library Bar. Check in with me all weekend long, ladies and gentlemen. I'm holding the party down.
And we're back with our next segment here with my guy, Steady Eddie Trevino. Hopefully you guys have already gotten a good taste of the dynamic between me and this guy.
It's a bad taste. It's a bad taste.
For you?
No, for them.
For them? I think people are going to be John. I mean, John's been pretty intrigued. I know John for sure that like he didn't want to miss this episode. Like as much as I had to shift my day, I know John had to shift his day just so that he can witness what was actually going to happen on
We
this.
all had a shift.
On this episode. You had a shift?
Yeah.
Well, luckily you didn't have a shift that popped up that, were like, I'm on my way. And
No, for
then
sure.
right before you said you were going to be here, you'd be like, oh, I got called into work, bro.
Right.
But either way you showed up, man. And that's I can't ask for anything else from you. But whichever case, you did talk about like, your history into, like how stand-up started for you. And everything. What was you have something that you're working on right now, and I think that what you talked to me about it last week when you came by, also uninvited, but you came by to tell me about a show that you're pitching. You said that you're pitching a show that talks a little bit about the catalyst that made you want to go into comedy.
Yeah, so it's a show that I titled Laughing from the Inside.
Mm-hmm.
It's a comedy series about a kid who was in an unfortunate situation that got adjudicated as a young kid, wrongfully adjudicated, and then had to go through all, the Texas Youth Commission system, and was able to turn that into like comedy, like all the bad shit that happened to this kid. Grew up and somehow his shitty life led him into comedy and he became one of the best. And it all comes from like real struggle And the story is a true story. It's about my life, and so yeah, that's the show I was pitching.
So how old were you when you were wrongfully adjudicated?
I was 13.
You were 13 years old. What happened?
I was hanging out with my uncle, and him and his buddy, his name was Juvenile, and they decided to go rob people at gunpoint, and they stole a car, and at the end of the night, I ended up in that car, going to Jack in the Box for some munchies because we were high. And
Was
then,
that was that the first time you got high?
no, yeah, the first time I ever got high, and later on I found out it was dipped in embalming fluid, which got me even crazier.
Oh, you smoked some wet.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And I got really fucked up, and I ended up in a stolen car at Jack in the Box with my uncle, and then we were surrounded by police after that. And then they took us in. I was still pretty high. Like I was really enjoying the car ride to the fucking Juvenile, and then when it finally faded away, I was like, fuck, dude, I was locked up in a cage, and then so my mom got an attorney. Attorney was a fucking piece of shit attorney. I forgot. If I remember his name, I'll fucking look his ass up. But I remember before court, he was telling me that I should plead guilty because if we go to court, if we go to trial, I might have to, I can probably do 40 years because I was charged with aggravated robbery.
And what was your contribution to this thing? Like
No contribution at all.
You were just there.
Yeah, I was there. I got caught in a stolen car, and I was charged with the weapon. So what happened was my uncle had a gun to this guy's head, and took all his stuff out of his vehicle at a stop sign, and then his friend got in his car, the victim, and took off. And then after my uncle got his belongings, he got back in the car, and followed the stolen car, and they met up, and then they ended up switching cars, and I ended up going cruising with my uncle, and got caught up in that shit. But I was being charged with the weapon. There's two charges. One was the guy with the weapon. The other guy stole the car. They were charging my uncle with the guy that stole the car, and they were charging me with the weapon. So my lawyer was trying to convince me to plead guilty to 3 to 6 years instead of going to trial because it'll cost my mom a lot of money, and I can end up getting 40 years if they lose. So yeah, he convinced me. I was a scared little kid, and I fucking pled guilty to something I didn't do. But right after I pled, they had the victim there in court, and they asked the victim to come do a photo lineup in front of the judge and kind of point out what everybody was doing. So he pointed out my uncle first, and he said, this guy had the gun to my head. And then he pointed out his friend Juvenile. Like, this guy, he got in my car and took off. Like, he took my car. That's it. I was standing next to this guy, and not once did he point me out on anything, on any crime and any wrongdoing. And they still sentenced me, though. They still sentenced me because I looked at my lawyer. I was like, hey.
Oh, what, for real?
Yeah, I looked at my lawyer. I was like, hey, this is like proof that, I wasn't there. And so all he did was put a sticker on these photos that he picked out and signed his name. It's like, I'd like to use this as evidence in case we go to trial. That's what he said. So, yeah, that's all in the transcript. That's all the real shit. And they still sentenced me, and I ended up doing 5 years in the Texas Youth Commission.
Juvenile delinquency center?
Yeah. It was for, like, capital offenders that were, like, kids that killed people. Fucking, I was sitting next to one guy.
So you spent 5 years in a juvenile detention center?
Correct, yeah.
That's
and
wild.
getting
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I was sitting next to a guy that was on 60 Minutes, and we watched him on 60 Minutes, like, kill his girlfriend in high school. That's the capital offenders I was with. But
you still friends with them today?
Nah. No. I can tell you his name because I remember. I can't forget his name, but no. He was
like, I still
send
my homie some sponge cakes.
He was a psycho, man. Like, this guy was like, he had bipolarism. Like, he was fucking crazy as shit.
I mean, I would imagine most of the people, especially at a young age, that are in a...
Yeah, there's a story that was in Austin about the Schuyler brothers, the two brothers that were killing people in Austin. I was with one of the brothers, too. I was in there with one of the brothers.
I don't even know about those guys.
It was a big story. I saw it on newspapers when I was in there.
I'm sure Netflix will come out with a true crime doc pretty soon about it.
It was crazy, man. But yeah, so doing that shit, I mean, it really did something to my life because we had to do therapy before we got eligible for parole. and one of it was called The Life Story. And I was talking about my life in front of a group and two therapists. Their name was Mr. and Mrs. Soto. They were married. They were a couple. So we talked about our life just for us to realize how do we get to that point to being locked up. And it really did something for me to kind of take over my life instead of like the shit that I let happen to get myself in trouble. And there's another part called the crime. Like you have to talk about your crime and role play as the victim, as your group role plays victimizing you. So I guess it does something about like shows empathy. It shows you like, okay, you're ready for the world now.
Yeah.
But when it was my turn to do the crime, I told them exactly what I told you and Mr. and Mrs. Soto. Luckily, they did their own research, and they believed me and immediately started my parole paperwork. So I didn't have to do that part.
So did you have to do that? You did 5 years?
I did 5 years
but you-
because that's how long it took me to be able to be paroled.
So you only got out when you were 18?
I got out when I was 19.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, explains a lot. It explains a lot, actually, to, I think.
That's why he's an asshole.
Yeah. I
I'm
think.
not an ass. Hey, if you try to portray an authority figure when
Yeah.
you're not my authority, I'm gonna treat you like shit. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
That's a simple life rule.
though, I think what it is though, it's kind of like the mindset of not really being like putting up with bullshit or like things that like you feel like is going to pique you, grow you, intrigue you, entertain you, whatever it is. Like you're not going to like keep yourself in a situation that you're like not fully in. I think it's somebody going through your kind of that type of experience and journey in I would say like the most pinnacle point of a growth of any human being, right? Like that age, literally that age block from 13 to 19. I mean, that is your most developed type of, that pretty much a lot of times determines a lot of your future.
Yeah. When I got out, it determined that I was a fucking idiot to society. I didn't even know how to use a DVD player. I remember going to the club while I was on still house arrest. Like I had a monitor on my leg, and I had to carry one, and it looked like a purse. You know what I mean? Like it had a little antenna coming out of it. And then when I get home, I have to plug it back in at home. But I would go to the club with this shit. I had a fucking stack of money belt buckle. You know what I mean? I had a 3X.
Not an actual stack of money, but the belt buckle looked like a stack of money.
Yeah,
Let's just go ahead and clarify that
That's
a
what
little
I'm
bit.
saying. It was a fake stack of money. I had some like green chucks with a 3X green Lacoste T-shirt, and then I had to tuck it in right here so I could show the belt buckle.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was killing them at the club with the monitors.
With the
monitor. But yeah,
can I guess, was DMX one of these such clubs?
Club DMX.
Oh,
Goddamn right.
shit. Look at John. I don't even know. I'm just
Club
thinking,
DMX.
I'm like over here thinking like what you really want. Like I'm
Bro.
thinking in my head.
No. Look.
But there was a club called DMX.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm not a Dallas native.
Yeah.
So I came at the ass end of like DMX's heyday.
Bro.
But
Thursdays, ladies' night.
So is the I'm sure I'm assuming that DMX doesn't exist right now.
You
but
can look up DMX TV on YouTube and it'll show you exactly what they recorded and put on episodes. They called it DMX TV. There's cameramen.
It was a warehouse.
Yeah, it was a warehouse.
Sized club.
There was cameramen.
is it like Escapade? I seen this place Escapade, which is like that.
Similar.
It's more of a real nightclub than DMX.
Yeah.
Like, DMX was just raw space.
Raw space.
And
Oh,
And you just walked around.
And it was
that
a
was the
big,
thing
like,
to
it was a
do.
warehouse?
like you could literally fit like 4 regular nightclubs.
That was the thing to do. Just
In
walk
the size.
around in
Yeah,
that
well, they
bitch.
just have-
Post up. Got a little nice post up spot. Cause there's cameras everywhere, and they're like filming the dance floor, like people dancing cumbias, but the cameras all on their ass.
was this a Spanish spot or was it like
It
an
was
all-out-
mixed.
Well,
It was
I mean, they
Latin
played
hip hop.
whatever, but like on their big nights, it was
Yeah.
like hood nights. So
It was hip hop,
it was-
Latin,
it was- yeah, it was
cumbias. They had the whip it contest. Fucking Ernest.
Get the
Shout out to Ernest.
Get
fucking
out.
Cochino.
They had whip it
He was
contest.
a legend. Yeah, Ernest was a fucking legend, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's
was
he
fucking
doing
legend.
now?
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing now, but I'm pretty sure if you give him an opportunity to go back and work at that club, he'll fucking do that shit 100 times over.
Shit.
Fucking Ernest was.
It sounds like there
He
was like
digging
low
his
key
face.
deals.
He was digging his face in like girls' vaginas and shit. Just fucking and then he'll be like, "It stink."
And not a classic attractive
It's fucking
man.
hilarious.
Shit.
Dude.
Not an attractive classic man. So like,
Yo,
he was
Trump,
Oh,
Trump,
nah.
living, he
Trump,
was living his best life.
Trump should have had Ernest in his life because then people would have
Ernest
forgot.
didn't give a fuck,
People
man.
would have forgot
Ernest
about
was the reason
grab him
why
by
he
the
built
pussy
the
really
wall.
quick.
He was a showman though. He was.
Yes.
He did
You
it
wanna talk
for
about
the
a
crowd.
showman?
Like
It's
he'll
honestly-
immediately turn to the crowd and be like,
I wouldn't deny it.
Metro Icon, you need to go find.
Yeah, we should find Ernest.
And you need to.
I would love to meet Ernest because like I didn't actually, you know what? Like even as you said that, I'm like that's exactly what he sounds like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
He was a showman.
it's one of those. He's the guy that like that when it comes to the show, he's going to do whatever.
and he knew that the girls that were signing up for the Whip It, like somehow he knew that they had an agreement, like, hey, you know what you're signing up for. You've seen this shit happen over and over every
This
week.
went on for years.
You know what this is
Literally,
about.
they, like,
Just
girls
go with
were
it,
turning 18 so they could go
bro.
be in the whip.
So much twerking was a thing at DMX before twerking was a thing.
Dang, yeah.
Like
so this is like what, like early 2000s, I would imagine.
yeah, about early 2000s,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came to DFW in the early.
There's a lot of drama.
So do you think that there's a spot right now in Dallas that kind of?
Hell no.
I don't do clubs anymore.
Not
like
even
that.
close to DMX.
Nah, nothing like
Huh.
that. If DMX had a reunion, I guarantee you they'll pack that shit out again.
We're talking. You talking.
Where was this
Old
place?
heads.
Is the building still
It
exist?
was on Northwest Highway by
know where,
Ice House. That
That
Longhorn.
Northwest Highway.
With the lodge. You know the lodge.
Yeah,
club is?
because so Longhorn.
DMX was.
So Longhorn Ice
I don't know
House.
what's there now, but
Longhorn Ice House that owns the lodge, it's the bar that's in front of the lodge. That's where the Metro Icon competition was. And so, like, I'm
I don't
familiar.
know what's across the street from there now, but that's where DMX was.
Okay, so it's like probably like where Buck's Cabaret is then.
Somewhere
No,
around
no, no,
that
no, no.
same area, or
Like,
some in
when
that
you
area.
make that right to go to the lodge.
Yeah.
That what there used to be a.
Just
I
keep
don't know
going
what's there
straight.
now. I haven't been over there in a minute, but like
Yeah.
that warehouse was literally right across the street from the lodge.
Bro, that place used to be so packed. Just imagine the side of a warehouse, how long it is. That line would be all the way across that
as many
block.
people was inside.
Yeah.
There were that many people in line, and then you know what Chris Brown said? The you can't even get in the club.
Yeah.
There were motherfuckers parked with their cars across the side of the street who had no plans of going.
DMX killed it,
inside.
bro. They
Just
killed the shit for a while.
Posting up in front of their rock to be there all night. No plans going inside the club.
Damn, Eddie, you brought this shit up and fucking invoked a whole lot of emotions for fucking
guessed
John.
it.
John is
He
like,
guessed it. We were talking about my like retardedness when I got out
John
of
is
fucking
so
This is
TYC.
part of his shit right here. Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's like this totally got John like as soon as you brought up this DMX club, John is thinking about the fucking
The
greatest
good old
times
days,
of his
bro.
life.
Those were the good old days.
That was my thug days.
I was
boy.
young. I was young. I
We
remember.
just found the connection point between Eddie and John right now.
Yeah. I mean,
And
that's
John
what
is
it
like,
was.
I love Eddie. Like I'll come back for Eddie shit
That's
any
what
day,
it
bro.
was. That's what it was back in the days.
Yeah.
I see, but and then at the same time, I was new to all this because, like I didn't have my high school years. I mean, I got my diploma in there when I was like
So GED.
16. I know I got my diploma and my GED because I could have done both, and I did both for whatever reason. I got it when I was 16 years old. I remember having a graduation in there when I was 16.
And you didn't go, did you go to college?
No. I did college courses. I'm a certified welder, horticulture, all the Mexican shit that you can think of. But I'm certified on all that. And,
Yeah.
that's because I had nothing else to do. When I ended up working in the cafeteria, in there, that's what it made my time smoother. Because as soon as I wake up, I'm heading to work. And the good thing about working in the cafeteria, you can make whatever you want to eat instead of just whatever they serve. That was a blessing, bro.
Speaking of work, what is your current work outside of doing comedy? What did you get called into work? 2
I
weeks
was
ago?
working for a delivery company.
Work was? So you're not.
Yeah,
with
it's at the time who called me, it was a
a company called Grubhub.
I'm not gonna put their name out there, but I mean, I'll give them a
Postmates.
shout out. They're great, but I just
7
don't,
delivery.
I don't know how they feel about
That's why you love Indian
me
people.
do it for them.
Yeah. So you don't work with this delivery company no more?
No, not right now. Probably maybe next week I'll start again with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is like it's kind of like an on and off like.
Yeah, right now I think they're kind of slow right now. So when they start picking up,
What do you
they'll-
deliver?
No, it's a delivery company. They work with a lot of designers. A designer like buys a lot of furniture for their clients, and they store it in our warehouse. And sometimes when they're ready to move in, then they'll
So you do storage delivery.
yeah, we do the inspection most of it of
You have to like
of the
lift,
furniture.
You have to like lift like heavy furniture and shit. Like
Yeah, take it out of the box, inspect it, see no damages. I mean, this is pretty high end furniture. You know, Ralph Lauren is one of their main clients. Designer furniture though, not just like regular shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Mike Kemp.
That
was-
definitely gives way more credit to the delivery services. For sure.
Yeah, they're doing their thing. They always have a good year.
No one wants to deliver bullshit fucking furniture and shit from IKEA. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. You can tell the cheap shit. I
Yeah.
can
Even though I'll
see
fuck
it.
with IKEA all day, man. Like I can put IKEA furniture together like no other. But okay, so comedy and entertainment is your full focus, and you know what you primarily do, which me as an independent business owner, the only thing I do on the side is driving on Lyft. Would you ever consider that? You have your car?
Hell no.
Why not?
I don't feel like it.
Okay. Eddie Trevino, ladies and gentlemen.
That's I skip through ads, bro. I don't want nothing to waste my fucking time on doing what I want to do.
I'll tell you this right now. Like outside of the money that I make from Lyft and stuff, the contacts that I have made driving that car, like even and be honest, like when the More to Go showcase was a good amount of people that I had, about 45, 50 people inside TK's on a Wednesday night. I'll tell you right now, like about good 8 to 12 of those people were actually Lyft passengers, people that saw me on Lyft. So I was like, as a producer, as like somebody that is having shows and having weekly occurrences, like I use the marketability of Lyft, that passengers that I might not even have a conversation with, and they're scanning my QR code and going to my website. Like every single time I drive Lyft, I have at least a few new followers on Instagram. And it's because I'm using the money outside of the money that I'm making driving Lyft, right? The hour to hour, or I call it drive to drive because it's you can drive an hour and not get any rides. But I'm using the marketability of every single person that comes into my car or group of people. I might have
So you're that annoying driver that be like, hey, come check my comedy show out.
because I just said I don't fucking have a conversation with everybody. No, I'm not that annoying driver, you piece of shit. I'm a platinum 5-star driver. People don't got complaints when it comes to me unless it's some fucking old white Karen complaining about my fucking podcast comedy
I
shows.
know your customer
We're not
service
gonna talk
is
about
on
it, John.
point.
We're not gonna talk about it, John. We already talked about it and on air. Don't care and shit.
I know you have great customer service.
I have fantastic customer service, dude. My reviews are fantastic. Yeah, it's
Definitely one opinion.
it's yeah, except one opinion. But again, here's the thing: you should know this better than anybody, and you definitely know this more than anybody. But you can't please everybody. You're just not going to be able to please everybody. Even if you're having the most killer show, and everybody's laughing, there's that one person that's not.
I have a difference between please and entertaining.
Well, entertaining.
I
Well, you're just not-
want to
yeah.
entertain everyone. I want everyone to have a good time. I never try to please anyone.
I
Except-
understand that, but you have somebody that is not going to feel connected or feel connected to whatever entertainment is in front of them. But especially with stand-up comedy, because of how subjective it is and how critical it is, like, especially when it comes to making people laugh, not the same things don't make everybody laugh. There are certain things that don't make everybody laugh. There's always something that like could make a large majority laugh, but there's still going to be people that don't think it's funny. So, whichever case, this for me, like I use it more so in a sense, like I don't talk to anybody. They have it in front as far as a visual. They have QR codes they can sign. They can go check it out, whether it's my website, whether it's a ticketing for a show. But it worked. And again, it's like I actually don't say much outside of confirming the person, confirming the address they need to go to, and letting them know how long it takes to get there, and letting me know if they need anything to make the ride more comfortable.
Yeah,
Other than that,
They invoke the conversation.
I regret accusing you of being that shitty driver. I regret that.
Yeah.
I take it back.
You should know you should know something about me that, like, if you're gonna say some bullshit about me, I'm going to
prove you wrong.
I'm bringing nothing but fucking facts. I'm bringing nothing but, like, literally evidence to show you exactly what it is.
Those
I'm
are
not gonna just
words.
let you just say what you fucking want to say, Eddie.
I mean,
especially on my show.
That's America, bro. I don't know where it is from you from, but you can say what you want to say here in America.
No, I get
It's
that.
allowed.
I get that. But you fucking accused me earlier this episode of deceiving you.
You said
when you
you're
wanted
not
to
just
fucking
gonna let me say what I want to say. That's what you didn't he just say that? Like, this ain't China,
Didn't he
bro?
just do my exact impressions? I say what you want to say. He did the exact fucking same thing where, like, I don't do that. Like, you just did that. Very whatever. But no, I wanted to let you know I'm a fantastic host in general. Whether you're coming in my car or you coming in my house, I'm a fantastic host.
No, I.
Oh, you would disagree?
The first time I came here,
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
you were the worst.
Tell me about
host.
the first time you came here, Eddie.
Dude, I had to basically, like, just like, really?
Why?
My mouth is dry. You
Yeah.
have no water.
You want no water? I would have
drink.
given you, but you didn't ask for water.
You didn't give
What
me
did you
water.
ask for?
You gotta.
What did you ask for,
You gotta
Eddie?
offer it.
What did you ask for?
This is Texas, bro.
I would have given you.
Someone's
I
in
even
your
said,
home. You offer
You know
them
what's
a
so
drink.
fucking bullshit? I wish Reed was here right now because Reed was he was a witness to all this.
But look,
I even said, "I'll give you
Shawn.
water. Do you want me water?" You're like, "I didn't ask for water, Shawn."
In Texas, if someone's in your home,
Yeah.
immediately when they walk
When
in the
they're
door,
uninvited into your
when
home
they-
in Texas, you get shot.
When they
you
walk,
know this, Eddie.
When they walk in your door, you offer them a drink, water, soda.
I
water,
offered you
club
water.
soda, something.
I offered you water.
Coffee.
I offered you water.
tea.
You didn't want water.
You
didn't
offer,
want water.
You didn't offer me water.
Eddie, I said when you wanted
I was there with my mouth dry for like an hour, bro.
because you
Like,
wanted tequila. That's why.
Yeah, you weren't offering that either.
Yeah, I know, because I was getting, like, if you want water, I'll get you a glass of water. You're like, water, bro.
But you just said you were like a
Fucking
great
water.
host. If you were, I wouldn't have
I'm a great
these-
host. I'm a great host for people that I invite. But when you come completely uninvited and say I'm gonna be there in 20
You
minutes,
knew- you knew I
and
was
I have to
coming.
shift my whole fucking day for this
You knew
person,
I was coming.
I'm not gonna be in. You're not gonna find
It
me
wasn't
in
your
my
whole
living
day.
space
You're
in a good
exaggerating.
mood. You're just not.
It wasn't your whole day. It wasn't your whole day. It was just like an hour.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, you're
No,
exaggerating.
it was a little over an hour, but it was an hour delayed to my
wasn't-
day.
It wasn't your whole day.
It was an hour delayed to my day.
You see?
That
this is
screws
how you
everything
treat
up.
his hosts. This is how you treat his guests. You treat them like shit.
So embarrassed that as a Malayali that he would treat a guest that way.
I'm not embarrassed at all.
You should be
I'm
ashamed
giving
of
I'm
yourself.
giving this man the proper respect he deserves right now because this guy clearly doesn't have it towards me. Why the fuck am I gonna work harder for you, Eddie?
Look,
Why?
I can't control when you feel disrespected. I can't control that.
You actually 100% can, believe it or not.
cannot.
No, that's an accurate statement. He can't.
I can't control it. If you feel disrespected, that's on you. I'm not trying to disrespect you.
All right,
at
so here's the deal. Here's the deal. When I am a very transparent person that when I feel disrespected, I'm going to tell you exactly. But here's the deal. When I do tell you,
Yeah.
you make no
You know-
fucking effort to try and reprimand it. You try to justify me being disrespected, and then you try to reward you.
You want me-
You try
you want me to-
you try to get me to reward you.
You want? I have a thought right now. Can I express it real quick?
Oh, go ahead, please.
I feel like it hasn't happened yet, but in your future, what's gonna happen is it's gonna be a strange guy approach you, and he's gonna be
Here?
He's gonna be
Now?
He's gonna be wearing like some like
Green jacket and Ray-Ban head shades.
I would say like some Agrabah attire, Agrabah from from Aladdin, Agrabah. I feel like he's gonna wear like some 2023 Agrabah attire, and he's gonna have like this old ass fucking parrot with him, like an old parrot, and that parrot was Jafar's old parrot, and he's still alive. And
Iago?
and he wants to let you know that you're the son of Jafar, and you should know your real roots, and then you just like masterly turn into Jafar. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, I don't know. This is stupid.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? Because
That's a cool story though.
yeah, I mean it's a little cool fucking
You're gonna
improv
lie.
that you did right now, but that bit was terrible. That was just
I mean, come on, the son of Jafar. Come on.
son of Jafar.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't the son of Jafar.
If you had
bro.
a spear,
if anything,
if you had a
I'm the
fucking
son of
cane-
Aladdin.
If you had a cane,
I am
with
the son of
fucking-
Aladdin. If anything, bro.
I can just imagine you with the cobra in your hand, just like fucking. I know my
You look
roots.
more like Jafar
Yo, real
than
talk
that.
though. Real talk though.
Real
That
talk, you are
Cobra
more
staff.
Jafar than
That Cobra
Aladdin.
staff. Best part of his swag. The entire best part. That Cobra staff is like.
I know you feel it's in your DNA.
Is,
It's
is
for real. You are Jafar.
You're Jafar, bro. You're not Aladdin.
A2 fucking Johnny? A2
You're
Johnny?
treating me like I'm Aladdin, and you're like son of Jafar, right?
I
Like,
would never.
if I was son
would
of Aladdin,
never treat you like you're Aladdin. You're not Aladdin, dude.
you're treating me like if you were Jafar and I was
I'm
Aladdin.
100% Aladdin.
You're treating me like Aladdin.
I'm 100% Aladdin. If not,
He's
I'm
not.
a boo.
Just not.
If not, I'm a boo. All right.
Yeah, okay. I forget.
If not, I'm a boo. All right. But I'm not Jafar, dude. I'm not Jafar. I'm not that selfish of a person. To be honest with you, I'm not. And you trying to pinpoint me as this Indian villain, the only one that you can fucking like characterize.
I'm not trying to say this is how you treat people. I'm saying this is how you treat me. All right.
I treat you like
me
I'm Jafar?
you treat me like if you're Jafar and I'm Aladdin.
Yeah, okay.
And we're doing a podcast.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right, you know what?
You fucking hate me. I'm an asshole.
You know
I
what?
stole
You know
stole
what?
Jasmine.
You know what?
I took Jasmine from you.
You know what?
Right?
I'll give
You know what
Eddie
I mean?
I'll give Eddie his props on that one.
Right?
When it
But
comes
think about
to
it. Think about it. Though.
Yes. Yes, because here's
Some
the deal.
strange guy comes up to you and be like, I gotta you have to know this. This
Yeah,
parrot
yeah, yeah.
has something to say to you. And the parrot just like puts that game on you, that shit that you didn't know that was in your DNA the whole time. and then you sit in your room for a long time, you start reflecting, and then just Jafar starts speaking to you from the afterlife, and then you just like fuck Aladdin and his family and like just treat all these fucking idiots like, you know. Yeah.
You know what, Eddie? To be honest, this is how honest and earnest of a person I am, is that I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong and when someone's right. How you just pictured it, you are absolutely correct. Every single day of my life,
Bro,
I am Aladdin.
I'm just a street
When
rat.
you come into my life and I start engaging with you, you turn me into a Jafar so fucking quick, dude. That is exactly it.
No,
as soon as
I'm
you
not
come into
turning
my
you
life,
into anything.
you shift me in Jafar. As soon as you fucking like present yourself with whatever bullshit it is, just being like, like I'm trying to schedule things with you, trying to do it in a proper way where I can plan my day out, and then you uninvited myself, or I'm just seeing you out. Either way, you and I have still a solid relationship. Sometimes when it's just like you fucking come with me with some bullshit, I have this fucking back parrot
I'm a
chilling on my
street rat,
soldier,
bro.
just being like, fuck Eddie,
Yeah.
fuck this guy.
You're
He's just
You're in the palace.
Aladdin. He's telling you on how he's Aladdin.
You're in the palace, bro, and you wanted me to come to your palace as a street
You
rat.
turn me into a bad guy
I had
so
obstacles.
well
I had
that it makes
obstacles.
your shittiness seem like Aladdin. That's exactly what it is.
The people are gonna know the
That's
truth.
exactly what it is.
The people are gonna know the truth.
Can't lie, dude.
Literally-
He has just sold the dynamic where he is Aladdin. He's the street rat. He came
I'm a street
from
rat, bro.
slums.
Only
You're
I was
Jafar.
locked up when I was 13.
No,
Remember?
you lost the peg.
I
You
was in a
lost the peg.
cage for 5 years.
You lost the peg.
Dude,
You lost the peg because the whole point is the fact is when his energy presents
no,
himself to
I
me,
know what you talk. You saying that he makes you Jafar, but like
I don't make
then
you
he
shit.
becomes Aladdin.
That you were always
Hey,
Jafar.
I'm always Aladdin, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you
He
know what?
sold the narrative that you were always Jafar.
I swear to
and
God.
he's Aladdin.
I swear to God, I'm telling you right now. The next time you and I are at a karaoke night, look at me. Look
You're
at
gonna sing Jafar songs?
me. Shut up.
I know he has some songs, all right? He has
Son
some
of a
songs.
bitch. You stop fucking.
No, what's the Jafar
Hold
song?
on.
He sings some evil song on that.
You
I don't look-
stop
I don't know.
fucking
You gotta
interrupting
remember-
me.
you gotta-
Stop interrupting
He
me,
already
Eddie,
knows
for the love
Jafar
of
song. He
God.
already knows.
This is still my show. You stopped interrupting me, goddammit. Let
Costume
me say
alert.
my point, you son of a bitch.
Costume alert.
Look at me and stopped interrupting me, you son of a bitch.
all
Look
right.
at me, you piece of shit.
I
Look
got
at me.
it. See?
All right? Next time, look at me.
This is how Aladdin.
Shut up.
Okay,
Shut up.
all
Shut
right.
your fucking mouth.
Yes.
Shut your fucking
I'm
mouth.
just a street rat.
Shut it. Shut
I
your
will.
fucking
I
mouth.
should. Whatever you say, Jafar.
Stop it. Shut your mouth. You look at me. Next time when we fucking do karaoke, I'm doing a whole new world, both parts, Jasmine and Aladdin, and I'm gonna fucking look you in the eyes the whole time, because if I want, I'm gonna show you that's exactly who I am as Aladdin. You bring the Jafar out of me, and that is the fucking truth.
You're not gonna sell
God damn
anybody.
it.
Nobody's gonna believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let them
You might
fucking
sound
wonder.
good.
It took about an
You might
hour.
sound
It
good.
took about an hour and 3 minutes, but literally the relationship has just made sense. You made it made sense. So I'll give you props on that, dude. I'll give you props on that because
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, you make like this. Eddie is the person that makes good people the villain. That's literally who Eddie
That's
is.
not true.
That's the
No,
specific
it's
kind of
just-
asshole he
That's
is.
not true.
All it sounds like right now is you're just just trying to justify.
I am a great human
you
being.
being the villain. That's all you're doing right now.
Listen.
I am a great human
It's
being.
like every
Thank you very
villain,
much.
Every
No.
Disney movie ever.
Don't do it.
You're just trying to
Stop
you're
it.
trying to justify
Stop
why
it.
you're
I am a
villain.
great fucking
It's
human
not
being.
gonna work, Shawn.
Stop it.
It's
I
not
pay
gonna work.
taxes.
Aladdin would show up for the podcast session when it's previously
Hey,
scheduled.
bro,
Jan-
there was
Jafar's-
obstacles. You know, I had a pet monkey.
Shut the fuck.
You know, we're broke.
Hero's journey. He had obstacles.
I had obstacles.
On his way to the climax.
You know,
Thank you.
you've hit your cap a little bit on this
Bro,
episode
we are
right now,
vibing
John.
over there, dog.
You had
Cheers
a
to that guy.
you had a strong side. No,
He
you
knows. He
too
knows
much.
the truth. He's
Too
the
much.
outsider looking in.
No.
He's
No,
calling
no.
it like it is.
You know what it is? It's after 4 p.m. and it's almost 4:20, and he's getting close to the on-air don't care mode. So that's why he's trying to take it.
Has nothing to do with it.
What'd you say? What'd you say? I didn't offer you what?
Yeah, you didn't offer anything. See what kind of fucking host he is, man? God damn, Jafar. I'm just kidding, bro. Just let it go. Just let it go.
You know what, dude? You know,
It's already played out.
you know it's not a far ask. You know it's not a far ask. And there's very little things that I'd be like, no, I'm not going to give it to you. If I have it, you know I give it to you. You know what? We're deviating too much. John is now fucking, he's Jafaring my ass right now. He's making me Jafar. This motherfucker.
Now I'm making it Jafar.
He's making me.
You see how he's fucking-
Listen, you know what? We all got a little bit of Jafar.
What is it
within-
called?
inside of us.
Gaslighting?
We all got a little bit of Jafar inside of us and shit.
Sure we do.
Not me, bro.
Sure.
But you know what?
I would die for my girl.
All I know is
I would eat an apple from a monkey. I fucking love Aladdin now. I didn't really like Aladdin before, but now I'm fucking Aladdin, dude.
Yeah.
I just need a genie. and I
Why,
think-
why don't you showcase a little Aladdin song for us for a little bit?
I don't know that many Aladdin songs.
You don't?
No.
Do you know only Jafar's?
I don't know. I wish I did. I would have did a good impression of Jafar's song if I did, but I don't know any.
You know what's really shitty? I actually feel like I can do a good Jafar accent. Like
I know you
character,
can. It's in
because
your
I'm a
fucking
national
DNA.
impressionist, but I
It's
don't
in
want to
your
do it to
blood, bro.
feed this rhetoric. I don't want to feed this rhetoric. Right
You just
now.
gotta do it. You gotta do it for the. You gotta do it for the crowd, bro. You gotta do it for the fans. Show them. Show them your inner truth.
If I have to remember,
Show them your inner truth.
Aladdin, like it'd be like Jafar, like it's got to be something like Princess Jasmine. You are looking for a new suitor, are you?
You got the eyes too, bro.
I do have strong eyebrows. I do. Yeah, I do have strong. I gotta think my grandpa.
You look so evil now.
I do have strong eyebrows.
I wish you didn't do that. Now I can see you. I see you as Jafar now. Like you can't.
To be honest,
AKA for I don't care.
I do AKA Bald Jafar. Bald Jafar.
Hey, you didn't really see what's under that hat. He might have been bald.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! He might have been bald.
Hot take.
Fuck, maybe I'm Jafar. Fuck.
Fucking Jafar.
Hey, listen, bro. I still got a Latina princess or a Latina queen.
For now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No. I'm just kidding.
I'm fucking Valentine's Day.
Look at it.
I'm fucking Valentine's Day.
No, bro. She's your princess.
I swear to God.
I have my own princess.
I swear to God, Eddie. I'm going to fucking pull out my Cobra
I
staff.
can't wait till she watches this.
I'm gonna pull out my Cobra staff and get that motherfucker to bite you at least 18 times, you piece of shit.
Damn.
You keep my fucking beautiful fiance out of your goddamn mouth. Piece of
Wow.
shit. That's right.
Wow. That's
You
aggressive.
know what? You know what? You want to hear another side of disrespect? Is that when I eventually caved and gave him, and I let my fiance say, I'm like, babe, should I give him some of your tequila and stuff that I have you at the house? She's like, yeah, he can have some of it just so he can taste it. I want him just to taste it. Not only did I pour him a glass, then he demanded a second glass. When I told my fiance that I gave you a second glass,
I did not demand.
He's like, a second glass? I said he could just taste it. And then, but he was like, he didn't even.
I don't think she sounded like that.
She did. She was mad.
I think she was very sweet to let me try it. And I
She's
think
definitely
I
a
think
nice
you're making her sound like an ugly person. And she's a sweet person.
Is that what it is? Oh. It's very, very tough when I have the ugliest fucking person sitting across from me.
You know
talking
what?
about my fiance. That
think-
shit is not something that I feel very, very.
I think she was very nice to let me try it.
She.
I
yeah.
didn't take advantage.
Yeah.
And I didn't demand another drink either. I didn't demand it. I asked nicely.
Eddie,
I asked nicely.
you literally said after you were done, you said, "Give me one more."
Oh, come on.
Give me one more.
I would never say give me.
Yes, you said give me one more.
No,
So let me have another one.
that's not true.
Let me have another one.
Which one is it? I
Both.
mean, now I can't.
Both.
I can't believe anything.
Because you
you're
wouldn't shut the fuck up, and you just kept fucking saying every different way to try and get me to pour you a glass, and you fucking did it. You're like, let's just give you a round of applause. You got me to pour you a glass, but then you said you were gonna show up and you were gonna bring me a bottle of Evan Williams, and you were gonna bring me tequila. Did you bring the tequila or did you bring something else?
I brought the Evan Williams. I didn't know the name of the tequila. I texted you, but you didn't text me back.
You did not fucking text me, you son
Oh,
of a bitch.
look, we're about to do this live. We're about
Oh
to do
my
this
God.
live.
Look
check,
at this.
Check his text.
Look at this.
What did I say? What was the text? What does the last text say?
It's from today.
What does it say? What does
John,
it say?
I texted you.
No. Read it. Read
Yeah,
the
right
last
here.
text I sent you.
You didn't send me a text, you piece of shit.
Okay, well,
Look at
let's
yours.
look at my phone.
Look at yours.
Because, he could be lying,
I'm gonna
folks.
bet money he texted a different Sean this
Nope.
shit. I'm gonna
Nope.
bet money.
Here it is. What's the name of the tequila
Which one? Where?
at 2:06 p.m.?
Where?
2:06 p.m.
Where? Where?
Yeah.
Show me.
Look, delivered. It says delivered.
Where?
Yep, right there. There it is at 2:06.
You didn't text me. That's not my number, you piece of shit.
Yeah, you were texting me this.
No, that's not me, you piece of shit.
Oh, shit. It ain't you.
Yeah. What the fuck did I
Like,
say?
hey, what do you bring this shit over?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, man.
Steady Eddie Trevino. If my reasoning has invalidated throughout this entire episode right here, there is the proof. This is the bullshit.
Hold on. In my defense.
Oh, in your
In my
defense.
defense,
Please.
I
Please.
did send a text that I thought was you at 2:06 asking the name of the tequila. In my defense. All right? So that was a miscommunication. That's a miscommunication.
A harmless Aladdin would follow.
Hey, miscommunication. And there's no reason to jump to conclusions saying that I was deliberately trying to not get the tequila. I asked. I didn't get a response. I didn't want to just get anything. But I knew what you wanted, and I got that.
Yeah, Sean, it's very rude. You didn't respond.
So thank you very much.
Oh yeah, he did come in with that Evan Williams, and I'm like, I said honey bourbon, and he brought me the normal
So
Kentucky
ungrateful,
bourbon.
man. So ungrateful. Fucking Jafar over here, man.
Okay, so it wasn't. You know what? You know what? It wasn't deliberate. I will give you that. At least you made the effort of was, but you still the fucking you just the fuck up that didn't
Nah,
Get the message right.
let's not jump to conclusions.
Yeah, well, this was the only conclusions. It was only conclusion you gave me until the conclusions could be made.
Well, there it is. You have the truth now.
I guess.
Don't you feel shitty?
No.
Oh, okay.
still
Well, that's
fucked up.
fine with me. I'm
still
not
fucked-
like
You could've
really.
called.
I don't really.
You could have called.
I don't
You
really
didn't-
want
you could
you
have
to
called
feel
the
shitty.
817 number that you texted, so just so they can tell you how much of a dumbass you are. But
I didn't
you know,
want you to feel shitty. I just wanted to bring out.
You
the
know what,
facts.
dude? We're not even gonna go into like the whole like basis of like just accountability and just whatever. Either way, you showed up to the best of your ability, and that's I think all I can ask for with Steady Eddie Trevino. And I'm glad that we at least got this opportunity to finally sit down. You came on my show. I've enjoyed myself. Did you have a good time, Eddie?
Yeah, I had a good time.
John, did you have a good time?
I don't do that many podcasts, but yeah, I've been advised to start doing the
You should
most
do
that
more.
I can.
It's a
Yeah.
good world, man. It's a fun world.
Yeah, especially if you let your guests talk. I mean, you've been talking a lot
I've been
since
trying
we
to get him
started.
to do that more. I've talked to him a little more about it.
Yeah, man. You didn't ask. Like, as soon as I talked about me getting out of TYC, the conversation stopped from there. Like, I wanted to talk about me a little bit more.
Well, I just kind of respond to a little bit of the energy that I get on the other side, and sometimes I do go in tangents, but this one, I feel like if I'm gonna get interrupted a good amount of times, it's just I feel like you might as well just keep the energy mutual.
That's cool, man. I mean, eventually people would notice that I'm determined, and
Definitely.
And if they appreciate what I bring to like
Determined.
the stand up world,
Intrusive,
I can only respect the people that fuck.
interruptive,
These are your standards, by the way. They're your names.
stubborn.
Yeah, that's another standard for you.
That's another standard for me, or something.
This is something that you point out in life, like standard people or stubborn or interrupters.
Standard people are stubborn
interrupters
for sure. Yeah, I always say standard people are stubborn for sure.
Interrupters. Like that guy's an interrupter.
Yeah, that's why I usually looked at those fucking interrupters. I'm like, that guy's an interrupter. That's what I usually say. Either way, I'm sure that this is not going to be the last visit you come over to my abode.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
Once me and my fiance move into my own place, I promise you, we will be meeting at a public place.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you inside my house with my fiance.
Don't let me inside your
Yeah,
home.
definitely not.
Yeah.
So with our normal tradition of how we end the episode, I always have my guest leave off with a last sentiment for the podcast. If the way I like to put it now is that if this was the last thing you were to ever say on a public medium, you get to end the episode however you want. Go ahead.
I would say to the people that's listening or watching, it's so easy to put people down. It's very easy. So it's so easy, it takes nothing to do it. Try practice bringing people up, and I think it'll do a lot for your life.
Well, I love you, Eddie.
Thank you.